Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. So as you may know, Expeditions 3 has just started. And if you're new to the game, you might not even know what that is. And what you do, and it's not going to be something that if you're playing in normal or survival, permadeath, or whichever, it's not something you can do in there. You have to come down here to New Game, and you have over here Community Expedition. You see at the top it says time remaining 6 weeks. So you have 6 weeks that you can play this. And up until now, if you went over here, it always said completed or something along those lines. And I will say I'm playing on PC through Steam, and when I came here it wouldn't let me go into this. I had to close totally out of Steam and then reopen it back up, and it came up on my PS4. Right now I cannot do the Community Expedition. It still hasn't updated. And I'll say on my Xbox, what it says right now is downloading. So I assume that that is going to start working soon. So a general overview of what Expeditions is, it is everyone starts out on the same planet and you have tasks that you have to complete, and at the end of a certain set of tasks you get rewards, and those rewards you can also redeem on your other saves. So you see I have survival, normal, creative, and permadeath. The rewards I earn over here in the Community Expedition, I can claim them in that also. And at the end of this 6 weeks, after that is done, then this save that you have that is a Community Expedition is going to turn into a normal save. I know some people that have done the Community Expedition, and the things that they've got in there, they just kept that and used that as their basic save and just played that and got rid of their regular normal save. Well, so with this Community Expedition, you start off with way more start off with more storage, and you start off with a better multi-tool, and you start off with an S-Class exotic ship. So it's going to start the same. You're going to have totally different storyline. You're not going to have any of the Artemis quest or anything that you have in your normal save or survival, permadeath, whichever one. When I refer to normal save from now on, it's going to be any of those three. So we all start off on the same planet. It is going to be a hazardous planet, an extremely hazardous planet. So like I was saying, you start off on a same planet as everybody else. You also start off looking differently than you normally would. But I will say the first thing you should do as soon as you start up, go over here to options, go to network, and under allow PvP, say no one. Because everyone starts off on the same planet, there might be some trolls that might want to shoot you. So just turn this off and they can't hurt you. You can have multiplayer enabled or disabled. If you enable it, then you'll see other people around. I'm gonna have mine disabled for right now, but make sure the PvP is turned off. So the only reason you would want it turned on is if you are playing with someone and it is someone you want to shoot. So once you do that, I'll show you here. See, now you have a new tab here that says Expeditions. You have the different phases, and each phase has, let's see, that's 7 different things. Oh, this one has 8. That one goes back to 7. So it has 7 different tasks that you need to complete about in every one. So in your normal save, and actually in the past expeditions, one of the first things it had was for you to get to your ship and take off. But now, let's see, it is not until phase 5 that is saying for you to leave the planet. So what that means right there is you're going to be staying on this planet for a while. So I'm going to find a cave or something real quick. So as this is a hazardous planet, there's my ship. Gonna run over there real quick so that just in case a storm comes, it doesn't kill me. So as you can see, there's my ship. It is an exotic, and if I go here, oh, see, there's my multi-tool. Still a C class, but it has all that space in it. Got an S class exotic, which You can get different exotics. This is probably my least favorite. I would really like it if I had a squid or one of the ones without that big fin on the top. I do not like that at all. And you will be starting in different spots. You can see this has a trade terminal here. Let's see what kind of things it has. You probably will be using this. And it has a save beacon, so you're not always going to have a trade terminal. I was testing out earlier, and I was right next to a drop pod. So this is just saying kind of the same thing you get from your normal save. Hey, your launch thrusters and pulse engine, they're offline, and hey, you need to fix it. But you see here, this is the launch system, advanced launch system, and it needs a quantum computer and storm crystals. See, it doesn't need that hermetic seal and I think metal plating anymore. This is totally different. This is something that is absolutely new for this expedition. And if we look at this, see, it has different things. It has the Waveform Engine, it has the pressurization capsule, and it has the frame shift catapult. Never seen that stuff before. So if you're sitting here thinking, what the heck is all that? I don't know what it is either. This is new things. So you see this needs a quantum computer and storm crystals. There are storm crystals on this planet that you can collect. Magnetic resistor and crystal sulfuring or sulfide, Herox and condensed carbon, ionized cobalt, larval core, and gravitino balls. So you're going to spend a lot of time on this planet. So let's go back over here. Remember, it is not till the 5th phase until you're going to be able to take off, which I will say, see all this stuff and see me getting into my ship, locate and board your starship. You can see right there. And it's going to see, it says reward is going to be 5 ion batteries, 120 oxygen, and recovered item, whatever that's going to be. So I click on that and that gives me the reward. You're going to need to do that every time because sometimes it is going to give you really good things. Oh, wrong button. So see, now it moves over to this one, but you don't have to do these in order. Don't worry about doing them in order. Go through them and find one, say, seek natural shelter. This is, you have to go into a cave. And I think it is, you have to go into a cave while the storm is happening. You have to put down a base computer. Now this one right here. If you don't have a whole lot of time right now to play this game and you're waiting for the weekend or something, go in and just try to do this base computer one. And let's see, advanced mining beam laser. Let's see, that's the rewards base computer. So you're going to have to do this. Go into a cave during a storm and it's going to give you a base computer, and then you're going to need to put down a base computer. Do that as soon as possible. And the reason I say that is everybody who is playing this game right now has to do that task. And if someone puts down a base computer, they're going to be putting them down where their ship is. And if I had networking turned on, I'd probably see 3 or 4 other ships sitting here next to me and other players running around here doing the same thing. And if someone put down a base computer, I'm going to have to go a little bit further away to put down a base computer because it wouldn't let me. And if you're waiting on this, people are going to be having to go further and further away to put down base computers. And if you wait, you might have to trek it way away from here just to put down a base computer to do that one thing. So then we come down here and signal booster. I think we get a signal booster with something. You might already, sometimes we already have the recipes for things. But let's see. One thing good. Ooh. With this, while I'm thinking about it, we have a personal refiner. Build that as soon as you can. So you need the chromatic metal, but you need that chromatic metal for the base computer too, so you're going to need to look for some copper. Go down here, and then once you complete one of these, I was playing earlier, test everything out, and I know I went in here and one of the things, I forget which one it was, but there was one of them that I completed over here, and I think there was maybe even one I completed over here. Also go and scan the minerals. So you have to do 18. You have to scan 12 plants, and you have to find all the creatures on this planet. You have to find 10 of them. And I'm assuming that there are 12 plants and they are 18 minerals, so you have to find them all. So that's going to take you some time. That's going to be a pain in the butt. Chart the waypoints. Eliminate hazardous flora. That's not too bad. That's something good you can do to get some more oxygen. Extract minerals, no big deal. See, and then it's starting to say, hey, start fixing your ship. So be prepared. You're going to run around this planet a lot. One of the things is you're going to have to find hey, look, there is, that's one of the things you have to do is you have to find a structure and go inside. So I got lucky on this save. It's on the other side of a red ocean, but that's not too bad. But scan everything. Also, since this is a very hazardous planet, one thing that you can get is when you scan these rocks, a lot of times the secondary mineral, oh, that one's salt. You know, the one thing I'm looking for is sometimes some of them have the secondary mineral is going to be ammonia, and that recharges your hazard protection on this planet. So be sure to scan the rocks. For some reason I can't. Rocks are hard to find. Carbon's all over the place on this planet, so you're never going to have any issues with carbon. Rocks, on the other hand, they're kind of a pain to find. As you can see, there are quite a few rocks in the oceans, so you can go down there. And remember, we go back to this. I don't want to do that. And see how that's saying was flashing, because I went over here and selected that. So whichever one is selected is the one that it's going to tell you to do. So it's wanting me to do the install the terrain manipulator now, which I will be doing very soon because I'm going to need that. There's a rock. Let's see if I've scanned that one. Of course, it's the same one, but there are a lot of rocks in here. And oh yeah, what I wanted to show you, I think this one, crystal sulfide, that's in the water over there. So you're gonna have to go over there and find it, and hopefully some of that stuff that I need I can get from that trade terminal. There's a hazardous plant. That's one of them right there. And there's some rocks. I think these are gonna have ammonia. And the storm crystals, those are something you are, see, that one has ammonia in it right there. Let's go back up here. The storm crystals, you're only going to come out at when there's a storm happening, and if you use the little visor. Trade terminal right there. That's where I started, or that's where my ship is. But when you use this when there's a storm happening, it'll show you where the storm crystals are. And remember to scan all the creatures, because you have to scan every single one on this planet. Also, if you think you can just go find a ship somewhere and buy it, and you can leave the planet, and you can take this one right here, lift off, and just go through that, it doesn't work. If you go to find an NPC somewhere and try to buy their ship, it won't let you. So just follow all this, run around this planet. If you've watched, I know Jason Plays and Survival Bob have been doing the no ship challenges. That's kind of what this is going to be like. You're going to spend a lot of time running around on this planet collecting the rewards. Let's see what the big rewards are here. This one's going to give you a title, going to give you some decals, and a banner. So that's the 5th one. Let's start over here. So, oh, the jetpack bubble trail. That might be kind of neat. This next one, holographic chart projector plans. Don't know what that is. But what's going to happen is when I complete all of these, then this one's going to kind of light up and I can collect that reward. Then let's see, this one is going to be bio lantern plans. Don't know what that is. Saucer fungus plans, cave creeper plans, troglodyte plans, veined flat caps plans, fingery deposit plans. This might be some of the stuff from the Quicksilver Merchant. Oh, I already saw this one. And then this. Oops. Shouldn't have clicked on that. But then once you get all this, I didn't want to do that either. Let me hop back in my ship. Then once you get all of them completed and you get to this one, what it is going to do is give you one of the biological horrors. It's going to actually, I think, give you an egg and then you hatch it. And that's one of those things, you know, when you find the abandoned building with those eggs outside and you shoot one and those horrible things jump up out of the ground and kill you. Unless you've got far enough in the game to where you can kind of fight them off. But first time you find them, they kill you. Maybe even the second time. But you can have one of those as a pet, which I don't know. I'm not too thrilled with the pets. I'm not too thrilled with the thing that we get on the end of this one. First one, the Expedition 1, we got a really cool gold fighter. In Expedition 2, we got the Normandy, for a frigate to go with our freighter. And this one, we get a pet. But that's what it is. But this is one of my favorite things, is to do the expeditions. I like how we have goals that we are working through and we get these rewards, and then you can also pull them over to your other saves. And it is also nice that even if you start a new game, you could start a new game a year from now and you could still go in there and pull the rewards you get from this. So that is a good thing. So just have fun. You have 6 weeks to do this, so even if you are just playing casually, you can probably get through it. But I will say the first thing you're going to need to do is go and put down a base, because it is going to be tough pretty soon. I mean, after the first week, I think it's going to be tough to find a spot to put down a new base. You're going to have to run halfway across this planet to find a place. Hopefully, Hello Games will wipe out the bases every so often to not make it so difficult, but we'll see. So that's it. That's kind of the explanation I have for it, what it is. If you have any questions, just ask them below. I could probably help you out, hopefully. So have a good day.